Hello, welcome back, Boxin1 here, and today we're going to be looking at this. This is LEGO Set 21129 from 2017, the Mushroom Island. It comes with Alex, a creeper, and 2 mushroom cows. It also comes with a very cool and rearrangeable Mushroom Island. We're going to be looking at all of that, as well as all the play features with this set in this video. So I do hope you'll enjoy. Let's get into it. We will start with the minifigures, with the first one being Alex. Now this is just your common Alex, because this is before they started including player skins and sets, but she does come with a compass and a diamond pickaxe. Still very common thing, but it's very good to get her with some tools. Otherwise, she just has her normal back printing and normal front printing, and it's very simple, but very good to get. You also get a simple creeper in the set. He's your common creeper, simple face print, simple, specially molded body, but nothing else too special about him. Still good to get a nice creeper in another set. Very cool. The next figure you wouldn't have gotten in another set before. This is the baby mushroom cow. There was only one other mushroom released before this, and it was actually a different one. It was the adult mushroom in the Crafting Box 1.0. A very nice set. But this figure is very simple otherwise than the head, which I believe is a new print for this set, because I think every mushroom they've done had a new print for some reason. But this guy's pretty cool. He has a very nice, simple print on his face, but is still very good to get. You also get the adult variant in this set as well. And that adult variant uses the same print as the baby one, I believe also being the new one. And yeah, they have some mushrooms on their back, if it will focus, which it really doesn't want to do. Wow, it's struggling. There we go. But yeah, it uses a pink piece for the udders because you need those, and is also kind of yellowed because sunlight and this set being quite old. Anyway, a very nice figure to get and a very nice, set to include him in. Next up, we can get onto the actual set, which is pretty interesting. We can first get onto the boat, which is a boat. It's very simple. It doesn't come with any paddles, which they usually use wooden shovels for, but it has just these 2 little pieces to help it glide on the surface very easy, and it can sit 1 figure. So let's put him in there, or her, I guess. And that's what she looks like in the boat. Very, very simple, but very nice to have a figure in there as well. The actual islands themselves are also pretty important, and you can actually rearrange them, which we'll be talking about, I guess, a little later on. But let's get on to the actual islands themselves. There's a crafting table on the one with some mushrooms. This is the simplest island. There's not really much on it. You can just put some figures on there, and that's basically what it's meant for. The other islands are pretty interesting, though, with this one having a big red mushroom, with the stem being a bit yellowed. But yeah, it has some other red mushrooms on the bottom, some tiny ones, some sugarcane, and I guess a little farm starting over here. On the back, there's not really anything, and these are all surrounded by water because it is a mushroom island after all. They are connected with these little bridge pieces, which you can actually take off. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand. You can kind of see them separating here. I'll show you them apart in a little while, but the next piece and the final island here is this little cow pen, and you can actually put one of your cows in it, your mushroom cow, of course, and it does have a working hinge gate, of course, because, you need one. And another thing is this big brown mushroom. A brown mushroom is a very nice inclusion as well. You don't get any tiny ones in this set, which is kind of interesting, but you do, with this same little enclosure here, get a play feature, and that's just by pushing down on this, which is the only tile that is the odd one out here. And that just flips that off. Maybe the creeper blows up and, yeah, sets the cows free. That's basically it, however, for the actual builds themselves. They're very simple. They don't have too much to talk about. Not many play features, but a nice one still. But the main thing you get out of them is being able to rearrange them. So I'm going to take them all apart and show you how to do that. And these are the modules you get. You can also take off these mushrooms if you really want, although they're not supposed to be taken off. They're supposed to just stay with the island. You can take them off and rearrange those as well. But you do get 3 ways to arrange it in the instructions. You actually get the way I showed you before, as well as 2 others, which we're going to be looking at now. The first one here takes up a much smaller footprint, and you can see that here. It actually does look more like an island, I'd say, than the other one, because it's just a big single landmass. It's pretty simple. You just connect it using those connectors, and yeah, you get a very nice build here, which I actually quite like, and it doesn't take up as much space, which is also pretty nice. But that's not the only rearrangement you can do. As I said, there is another one as well. The next and final configuration looks like this, and it is more of a straight island. I guess this would be better if you have like a small shelf that doesn't really go in much and you want to display this. This would kind of be a nice one to look as well, and it also feels very much like an island that you could find in the world. And yeah, very simple, connected it with the connectors, and it looks pretty good. But yeah, that's basically it. It's a very cool set, and definitely one I'd recommend getting if you want to have a complete LEGO Minecraft world. It's just one of the classic ones that everybody really likes, and I think is very cool. But yeah, you can actually connect it with another set. In the instructions, it also shows that. So I thought I'd mention that in the very back. You can connect it with the Witch Hut, a set that I don't have, unfortunately, but I always thought was really cool. But yeah, a very nice little LEGO set here. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I like doing these little Minecraft reviews. Although they're not as interesting to do as my Star Wars ones, I still enjoy doing them. And especially when I'm not getting many other Star Wars sets and I have a bunch of old Minecraft, why not show them off? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I shall see you next time when we will be looking at probably either another one of these, or if something else more interesting comes, we'll be looking at something. And anyway, again, I hope you enjoy. I kind of ramble all the time at the end of these, which you may like or you may hate. I shall see you next time though, and goodbye.